guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a video talking about the Makeup Forever Pro Sculpting Duo like I promised last week. I told you guys that there was some cool stuff that I wanted to mention about this guy, and I'm just gonna do that now. Before I get started, I want to just mention that I was thinking about doing a Q&A video coming up soon, just because I haven't done one in quite a while and I have a lot of new subscribers since the last one that I did. So if you guys have any questions, leave them down below in this video and I will compile them. I also will probably go and pick a few other ones that are like FAQs that I always get asked and stuff like that. But I want to just do that because I think it's fun. I think they're interesting. I always like watching Q&A videos, so yeah. It can be about anything, about life, makeup, whatever. Okay, so Makeup Forever Pro Sculpting Duo. I personally have the shade 2, and that is the one where the bronzer is a little bit deeper and the highlighter is actually like more golden. Now the other one, the bronzer is obviously a little bit lighter, that's shade 1, and then the highlighter is like pink. It's really pretty, but I prefer this one. I think it looks better on a lot more variety of skin tones, and I just think it's more flexible and versatile overall. There's a few cool things about this product that I wanted to highlight, no pun intended. I feel like this is not something that's very commonly talked about. I know even in the stores, it's not something that's like reached for a lot, and I just like, I kind of love it and I kind of think it's amazing and awesome, so I just wanted to share it with you guys. So the first thing I wanted to mention is that it is a super awesome, low maintenance, just everyday neutral eyeshadow palette of sorts. So I don't have any other eyeshadows on today besides these two shades, and they're not even eyeshadows. But the formula is so nice and smooth and blendable that they can be used as eyeshadows. And I just have what is it? What are you? The bronzer I just used in the crease, and it blends in really nicely. It's not like it's like, you know, bam. And then the highlighter I used on the lid, I'm sure you could probably get it wet and it would be even more like bright and shimmery, but I just wanted something really, really neutral and easy today. So I just dusted it on with an eyeshadow brush, and it's gorgeous for that. I love the way that it looks, and I figure like if you're super low maintenance makeup girl and you just want to travel or whatever you're doing and you just want to take like something that can kind of allow you to create basically the same look every day and something neutral, this is awesome. You don't need a whole huge palette of like 37 million colors. This is really, really great. There's so many different things you can do with this. Then you could just use this as your highlighter and this as your bronzer. That's kind of cool. This could be like your whole face almost. The other thing that I wanted to talk about regarding this product is the highlighting portion specifically is actually like pretty much a perfect dupe for another very, very popular product. Recognize this guy? This is Champagne Pop by Jaclyn Hill and Becca, obviously. Now this is a highlighter that I absolutely adore. The formula is incredible, like Becca is always incredible. The shade is amazing, and I think it looks good on a lot of different skin tones. Really, really fair skin tones. It's a little bit funny, like fairer than me, but pretty much everybody else can wear this. It's absolutely stunning. I love that Jaclyn Hill did this with Becca Cosmetics. I'm so, so happy for her and proud of her, and I just love the whole idea. But I've kind of been like worried that it's gonna go off the shelves, and like, you know, it's limited edition as far as I'm aware. So I think it is kind of cool that there is something that is a dupe for it, because if it does go off the shelves, or if you are like me and your store is sold out and has been sold out for a long time, there is an alternative. I definitely wouldn't say pick the Makeup Forever one over this one because you go out and support Jaclyn Hill, but just so you know, if it's ever unavailable or whatever, there is a dupe for it. If you compare the two side by side, they actually look nothing alike in the pan. Well, you probably can't tell on camera. This one is definitely goldy. Like in the pan, it looks really gold. And this looks a lot more peach in the pan. But when you swatch them next to each other, they are like indistinguishable. And the formulas are really nice too. I think the Becca formula is more creamy, like more of a creamy powder texture, whereas this is just, it's still a really finely milled, smooth powder texture, but it's not the same, and maybe it's because it's got the embossed kind of like pattern on there and it just feels different. But they're both gorgeous. They both blend like crazy. They're both really, really pigmented and gorgeous, so I will show you the swatches in just a second. The two are very similarly priced, and the reason why I wanted to bring up that you could use this as eyeshadows and everything in the beginning is because they they are a little bit different of a product. Obviously this one is just a highlighter. They are the same volume, so they are each 8 grams. Now personally, I don't think, you know, if you want to kind of weigh it out based on like practicality, I don't think you necessarily need 8 grams of a highlighter, especially because most of us, it's not like this is the only highlighter we have, you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like highlighters can stand to be a smaller product. This one, about 50% of the product is the highlighter and then the rest is the bronzer, obviously. So it's kind of cool that it does give you kind of like a multi-purpose aspect where this one does not have that. I just wanted to point out something that I thought was kind of cool, and I was not the one who discovered that they were a dupe. Someone in the Sephora store showed me and she was like really excited, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's kind of amazing. So just a little tip, things like this are things that I really love knowing about makeup products, and you really only know things like this if you are constantly playing with makeup and swatching things and stuff like that. So, you know, I figured you guys might find it interesting. So just ignore the stamp on my hand here, but this one is the Makeup Forever highlighter. And it is, like I said, super gorgeous, super pigmented, really gold, but you can tell it's got almost like that peach champagne-ness to it that nothing else really has besides Champagne Pop. So I'm gonna swatch Champagne Pop. And there's Champagne Pop right next to it. And I don't know how well you can tell on camera. I really hope you can see. They're pretty much identical. This one is almost even more pigmented for the amount that you put on. I applied much less here and a little more here. So kind of amazing, kind of awesome, and I'm super, super excited about that. So that is it for this video. I hope that you guys found this interesting. Like I said, I love just knowing little things like this, especially dupe situations. So yeah, stay tuned and look out for a tutorial on the look that I wore in my last video, which I will link down below. You guys requested that like crazy. So I'm probably gonna film one of those ASAP, hopefully this week. And be sure to follow me on Snapchat. I just posted my first Snapchat story, this was called, right? Ever, just now before I filmed this video. So go ahead and follow me on Snapchat. That is Sarah with 10 S's at the end. And the rest of my social media stuff will be somewhere on the screen and somewhere down below as always. And don't forget to leave questions for a question and answer video if you guys want to see one of those. And I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye!